All right. Okay, are you able to see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kindly mute yourselves as I teach. And when I ask you questions, that's when you speak. All right. Information transfer. This is the first, second, third section, correct? This is the
Yes.
third
Yes,
part
sir.
of paper one.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have already covered multiple choice question and error identification. Okay. We have already covered multiple choice question and error identification. So today we'll be moving on to the third part of paper one, which is information transfer. Now, the criteria, firstly, would be the type. The second one would be the challenges. And the third one would be the tips, as usual. Now, let's look at the type. It is the text that is used, right? The text that is used for information transfer could be a narrative text. Narrative means story. Could be an expository, okay? Could be a descriptive text, or it could be a factual text, okay? Now, the answer has to be no more than 3 words and or a number. So remember, your answer must only be 3 words. Okay. Well, yes. Any questions?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. Should you have any questions, ask me towards the end of the lesson. Okay. Now, so your answer has to be no more than 3 words. Okay. Now, no options are given. You do not have options A, B, and C, or whatever not. Okay. So no options are given. The material has to be more or less 250 words. So the material that is used to test this particular part is around 250 words. Okay. So you have a text which is of 250 words to read to answer the question. Now, challenges. Basically, there are 2 main challenges here. The first one is to lift the correct answer. You see, for this particular task, you are required to take the correct answer. It may be a word or it may be a phrase, and transfer it. Okay. And then you should be able to analyze and infer the information. So you're able to read the text, analyze the text, understand the text, and infer the information so that you can transfer it properly. Okay. Next. Now these are the tips. Firstly, you need to read the questions carefully to get the overall idea. You need to first read the question. Okay, you need to get what is required in the text. For that, you need to read the question. By reading the question, as in reading the phrases which you have to complete, you would get an idea of what the text is all about. After that, move on to identifying the answer based on the questions. Be precise. When you identify the answer based on the question, remember to be precise. You have to choose the correct answer, correct phrase, the precise answer. Do not overlift. Do not just take, just because you assume the answer is there, therefore you take the whole paragraph, whole sentence, or the whole set of phrase, which sometimes can exceed the word limit. Don't do that. Okay? Do not overlift. And then be mindful, okay? Be careful of the number of words. So always remember that your answer has to be no more than 3 words and or a number. Always remember that. Now, let's look at a practice. Are you ready for a practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Correct.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you read, can you see, can you read the whole thing?
Okay,
Are you able to see the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I request someone to read for me the text? Who would want to read the text? Any volunteers to read the text? Yeah, what's your name?
Arvind.
Okay, Arvind. Yes, Arvind. Kindly read the text.
The traditional food of India has been widely appreciated for its fabulous use of herbs and spices. Indian cuisine is known for its large assortment of dishes. The cooking style varies from region to region and is largely divided into South Indian and North Indian cuisine. India is quite famous for its diverse multi-cuisine available in a large number of restaurants and hotel resorts, which is reminiscent of unity in diversity. The staple food in India includes wheat, rice, pulses with chana bengal gram being the most important one. In modern times, Indian palate has undergone a lot of change. In the last decade, as a result of globalization, a lot of Indians have traveled to different parts of the world and vice versa. There has been a massive influx of people of different nationalities in India. This has resulted in the Indianization of various international cuisines. Nowadays, in big metro cities, one can find specialized food joints of international cuisines.
All right, excellent. Now, let's look at the answer. You see, when we get a text like this, as I told you, if we were to read the question, we would get a general idea. Now, if you look at the question, it is asking for traditional foods of India is widely looked up for its fabulous use of. So you can deduce that this text is about traditional food of India. The cooking style is divided into two main regions, which are the staple food in India. There are three. And what can be found in big metro cities, so of international cuisines. Now, let's see who could get the answer right. So it is quite simple. This is something that you have always been doing from Form 1, and you would be doing this right up to Form 5. So this should be very easy. Now let's see who could get the answer right. Traditional food of India is widely looked up for its fabulous use of two things. What are those?
And spice.
Okay. So number 17, the answer is
Wet rice. Herbs and spices.
okay. Well,
Herbs
I
and
don't want to type it. I'll leave it for you to do the practice much later if you take a picture of this or whatever. Huh? So number 17, the answer is herb. Number 18,
Spices.
Spices, sir.
spices. Okay, 17 herbs, 18 spices. Now, this cooking style is divided into two main regions. Okay, which are
South Indian.
South Indian,
South Indian, North Indian.
and
South
C is
Indian and North Indian.
North Indian. Yeah. So 19 is South Indian, 20 is North Indian. Okay. Now, the staple food in India, 21.
Wheat, rice, and
Rice and
pulses.
pulses.
Wait.
Wheat.
Listen. Listen. The pronunciation is wheat. It's not wet. It is not wet. It is wheat. So number 21, the answer is
Wheat.
Excellent. Wheat. 22.
Rice.
Rice. 23.
Pulses. With chana.
Pulses with chana is accepted because it is still three words. Okay. Now, what can be found in big metro cities? Remember, three words of international cuisines. So what can be found in big metro cities? 24, the answer is, who can give me the answer? Yes,
Specialized food joints.
Specialized.
Specialized joint.
very good. Specialized,
Specialized
specialized
joint
food joints.
food.
Specialized food joints. Okay. Now, these are the answers. So now you know the answer. This text is rather very simple. Sometimes the information transfer tasks may be harder than this. This one today is quite simple. Now, I would like to spend a bit of time on pronunciation. Okay. I would like you to closely listen. Now, please turn your mics off. Okay, mute yourselves, but kindly listen to how I pronounce every word. Okay, as you know, reading is equally important for your PT3 as well as SPM. So you need to make extra effort to pronounce words properly. Look at certain words that I pronounce and then try to imbibe the pronunciation. Now, the traditional food of India has been widely appreciated for its fabulous use of herbs and spices. Indian cuisine is known for its large assortment of dishes. The cooking style varies from region to region and is largely divided into South Indian and North Indian cuisine. India is quite famous for its diverse multi-cuisine available in a large number of restaurants and hotel resorts, which is reminiscent of unity in diversity. The staple food in India includes wheat, rice, and pulses with chana, Bengal gram, being the most important one. In modern times, India palate has undergone a lot of change. In the last decade, as a result of globalization, a lot of Indians have traveled to different parts of the world and vice versa. There has been a massive influx of people of different nationalities in India. This has resulted in Indianization of various international cuisines. Nowadays, in big metro cities, one can find specialized food joints of international cuisines. Now you see certain words that I pronounce. Now, I'm going to highlight a few words and I want you to pronounce it. How do you pronounce this?
Appreciate.
There is a D at the back, isn't it? So how would you pronounce it?
Appreciated.
Appreciated. Appreciated.
Appreciate.
Okay. Now this one.
Spices.
Spicy.
Spices. It's not spicy, huh? If it is SPICY, then it's spices. It is then it's spicy. But here it is SPICES, therefore it is spices. Okay. Now this one.
Cuisine.
Cuisine. Cuisine.
Cuisine.
Okay.
Cuisine.
Kindly listen carefully before you attempt. Kindly listen properly. It is cuisine. Okay? It is cuisine. Now, this one.
Assortment.
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 Assortment. Yes, assortment. This one.
Diverse.
Diverse.
Diverse. Very good. Diverse.
Diverse.
This one.
Available.
Available. Very
Available.
good. Available. Very good. This one.
Restaurants.
Restaurant. Yes. Restaurant. Who said that?
Shailendran.
Is it restaurant? Shailendran, very
Sha-
good. Shailendran, yes. It is restaurant. Restaurants. Okay. All right. This one.
Reminiscent.
Reminiscent.
Reminiscent. Very good. Reminiscent. Very good. Reminiscent. Okay.
Staple.
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 Very good. Staple. Staple.
Undergone.
Undergone. Undergone. Okay.
Decade.
Decade. It's a decade, huh? This one. Globalization. Say it.
Globalization.
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 All right. Okay. Now this one.
Massive.
Massive influx.
Massive influx.
Massive influx.
All right. This one.
Indianization.
Indianization. Indianization.
Indianization.
All right. Very good. Now,
International.
international. International. This one.
Specialized.
Specialized. Very good. Very good. This one.
Cuisines.
Cuisines. Very good. Cuisines.
Specialist.
Very good. All right. Okay. Now, excellent. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Vocabulary, as usual. We have words and their meanings. Now, the first one, callow, young and inexperienced. Second one, a charlatan, a flamboyant deceiver, someone who can talk so much in a very deceiving manner, and people who listen to him, they'll be impressed by the way he talks and they'll be cheated. Okay? Cogent, powerfully persuasive. A charlatan is always very cogent. Colossal, huge, very big. And lastly, condone is to excuse. So, callow, charlatan, cogent, colossal, condone. All right? Have you copied these words or taken these words down? Yes.
So how to pronounce the callow meaning?
Young and inexperienced.
Inexperienced.
Very good. Yes. Inexperienced. Okay. Charlatan, a flamboyant deceiver. Okay. Penipu. Cogent, powerfully persuasive. Sangat bagus dalam membuatkan orang percaya. Colossal is just too huge. Condone, excuse. Okay. Now, have you copied or have you taken these words down? If you have not, you can always go back to the YouTube and you can take these words down. All right. Thank you very much. Is there any questions?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing, sir.
No, sir.
Nothing, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Glad to know. So this
No, sir.
lesson